Howdy doody. Howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time. Good morning, everybody. Looking at the market, seeing what is up and running this morning. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Here we go. Okay, I'm trying to find my own channel so that I can see the videos on my own channel. There we are. We should be live right now so that I can see the. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Hey, Adrian. How you doing? All right. Let's share our screen so we can see what's going on over here. Take this to a single life. Looks like we're open here. Let me share my screen so that way everybody can see what I see. You can see what I see. Okay, we should be sharing almost the screen. There we go. Not too much of a gap up open this morning, right? We opened, I'm on the 2-minute chart. We opened at 48.53. We opened at 48.53. We're currently at 48.59.70 this morning. The VIX is at 1356. The VIX is at 1356 this morning. Kind of, medium volatility. We have to see if we got some more upwards movement happening today. Some more upwards movement. Let's see what the other markets are doing. I'm going to refresh this because I don't know if it's fresh. Our meetings for today. Only thing we have is the CB leading index month over month at 10 o'clock. That's the only meeting we have going this morning or today at this point. That's what I know there to be. I may have to go check investing.com to make sure that's all there is. Looking at Yahoo, U.S. futures climb as techs power higher again. Boeing faces checks on another 737 model. Oh my goodness. I used to work for Boeing, but I worked for Boeing, the space shuttle division of Boeing, not on the airplanes part. This whole airplane stuff is a no bueno for them. ADM put CFO on leave, cuts earnings forecast amid the probe. Okay, Sunoco is going to buy New Star Energy in a $7.3 billion deal. Okay. More young home buyers are needed to revive the market. Yeah, but a lot of young people don't necessarily have a huge amount of money to put down as a down payment. And then they're also thinking long term about or long because if you buying a house is a 30-year supposedly thing, and if you can live in a place that's I was gonna say 1,100 a month, which that's not rent anymore. Rent's more like 1,700, 1,800. But if you can live somewhere like that or move in with your parents or partner up with some friends, that's going to be a whole different situation. So many young people aren't necessarily putting themselves in a situation where they're going to have 30 years connected to something. That's not generally the mentality of the generation that we're dealing with. They're not necessarily pushing per se to be homeowners, right? This is a different generation. My children are 27 and 33. And my son has a home, but he doesn't own it yet. And my daughter is just comfortable to live with her brother. She's not trying to buy a house at 27. She's just like, nope, not doing that. Okay, S&P 500 rises, hits fresh all-time high to start the week. All of everything in our pre-market is green this morning. S&P 500 rises. The European markets all green except for the FTSE MIB, which is red, 0.35%. It's down. European markets move higher to start the new trading week. In Asia is a mixed bag. ASX 200, Nikkei, both of those are green, but the Kospi, Hang Seng, and Shanghai are all red. The Shanghai is down 2.6%. Asian markets are mixed as China's loan prime rates kept unchanged. Japan hits a new 33-year high. Okay, okay. We covered that. Let's see. SPX is now at 48.61. It's gone up a couple points. Remember, when you first open the market, the market first opens in the morning, it's processing all of the orders that were put in overnight or that were put in this morning. So those orders that were sitting or put in over the weekend, all those things get processed first thing in the morning. So that can move some prices around first thing. That's why you get a little bit of heightened volatility when the market opens. Okay. Adding to the stage, we'll look at some earnings. I need to take me off the screen. There we go. Our earnings today, we're going to have United Airlines after market closes today. Logitech, Agilysys, AGNC, and this is a bank here. Zions, let me go to a bigger screen. I know I can see it bigger. Okay. So Brown and Brown is that bank there, Zions. Um this is Cross First Bank Shares, Great Southern Bank, Enterprise Financial, and Trustco Bank. All those are banks for aftermarket today. United Airlines, UAL is on our list of credit spreads, but you want to wait. Definitely wait till after earnings. Maybe enter that trade tomorrow. I wouldn't get into a United Airlines today. I'll talk about that a second when I get to the screen with our credit spread suggestions. Okay. Before open tomorrow, we're going to have Verizon, 3M, GE, RTX, Halliburton, Johnson & Johnson, Lockheed Martin, Procter & Gamble, DR Horton, and Packard or Packer. Okay, that's all. And then Netflix is going to provide earnings tomorrow after the market closes. Netflix always provides interesting stuff on for their earnings. They always provide some little interesting things because I remember that one time when the market dropped really bad, when they dropped, and then they had the Netflix and the eye was the long eye. I was like, that was cute. I thought that was cute. For sure. Okay, so oh, I actually didn't want that one. I wanted this one. I see some comments. Let's see who's here this morning. I said hi to Adrian. Good morning. Facebook user. Not sure who that is. You got to give StreamYard your permission to use your name. Lady T, good morning. Mr. Earl. Hey, Mr. Earl. Hi. Karen, good morning. And Marcia, good morning. Dawson, how are we? That's Marcia. This is Marcia, not Marcia. Good morning. How y'all doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend and had a good resting night. It is cool here, a little cool, 54 degrees here in Florida, which Florida's not supposed to be in the 50s. In case you were wondering, Florida's not supposed to be in the 50s, but it is in the 50s. No. Let's go see what Adam had to say this morning. What did Adam have to say? Am I going to block this? Nope, I won't. Okay, on Friday, we broke a 1-month range in SPX. My target late last week was 48.50 to 55, and we're in that zone now. Well, now we're a little bit higher. Little to do, but keep trailing up the stops risk free. Okay, so trailing stops if you're a buyer. Remember, Adam Mancini is a buyer of options, he's not a seller. Plan today, 48.73 is up next, then 48.95. Ideally, the bulls want to hold 48.50 now, or we start the post breakout retrace to 48.30 to 33. If you're trading XSP, you've got 490 on the top side, on the call side, and 483 on the put side. Good morning, Patrick. Hey there. So if you're trading the trading XSP, you got some numbers to work with. And if you're trading SPX, you also have some numbers to work with. Remember, as a seller, we're trying to find zones that are outside of the price action. We want zones outside of the price action when we're sellers. All righty. Got some numbers there from Adam. This was last week. We talked about this a little bit last Friday, I think. But last week we closed out the week with 16 of the 18 credit spreads were good trades. from the graphic that I give every week. 16 out of 18. Whoop whoop. Did good there. That'll be that one. We won't keep that after today. This is our list of opportunities for this week. Okay, we got cash secure puts at the top. Upstart is here twice. I believe we talked about going with 30 as your trade. I'll go look at the chart here in a minute again to make sure. But remember, I always say too, wait till 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock before you enter any of these because you want things to settle down. Right. I said that United Airlines is on the call credit spread list and they have earnings today after market closes. So let's not trade United Airlines until after that. Maybe tomorrow you can trade it if you're interested in that, but don't trade it as a seller. If you want to buy, if you believe it's going in one direction, you can trade it as a buyer, but don't trade it as a seller. Until after earnings. Honestly, I feel like earnings is a bit of a lottery, kind of a crapshoot either way, unless you've got a really good strategy that you're using for earnings, or you know some stuff about something that you believe it's going to go this way or that way. I really would probably stay away from earnings and just trade it after the fact. Wait till after the fact and then ride the wave. Right? No reason for you to get in front of the bus, especially if you don't know which way the bus is coming. All righty, everybody understand that? Yes. Okay. So we've got XLB, TNA, XLU, in phase, and XLY. And then for put credit spreads, we've got some things in here. Upstart is here again. XLP, XLY, SOXL, Amazon, XLK, Meta. There's some stuff here. Remember, none of this is investment advice. I'm just sharing with you the things that I see, trying to offer opportunities for what we got going. Don't forget, we're starting on February the 5th. We're starting the small account challenge. If you want to continue to grow your account using credit spreads, growing your small account, you can start with as little as $100. You need to go over there and get registered for the small account challenge. Educator to trade. I'm putting this here at in the comments is my website. All the stuff you're looking for, you can find it over there. All right, let's go back to I need to take off. I need to unshare the screen. Let's bring this back to the stage. Coming to the stage is SPX. Looks like we might have come and hit our 48.64. Looks like there's some resistance up in here. 48.63, 48.64. It's pulling back a little bit. We've got a gap now that has been formed. There's a gap here that has been formed from the open. From today's open, there's a gap that has been formed. The market may decide it wants to fill it. And if it does, this is a buyer's gap. Overnight buyer's gap. There's a name for those. What's they called? What do we call those overnight gaps? Not OPEX. I can't remember. Maybe somebody remembers in the comments what overnight gaps are called. I can't remember the name of it. But that's a buyer's gap that is there waiting. Now it's going to wait to be filled. Okay, we talked about the VIX being in the 13s. We're going back to the chart. Are we? Yes, we are. Okay. I said we were going to look at a firm. So let's go there. Not a firm, Upstart. A firm is moving though already. A firm was put on our put credit spread list. This is Upstart. We said we should start with 29.30 or going upwards. At this point, let me take us back to a little bit bigger time frame. We do have a gap, I believe, that we put on here from yesterday's call. If you all weren't here yesterday, you might want to watch the call from yesterday evening. A lot of great information happens on Sunday night at 5. We talk about these trades a little more in depth. There's a seller's gap here between 36.31 and 38.83. There's a seller's gap in there. And there's another one here. Let me clone it and put it in here. Another seller's gap is up here in the 40s. So the top of that seller's gap is should provide some resistance. We also have some support underneath us. We have a gap. We gapped up this morning. The bottom of this gap, which is 32, should provide some support. Okay, I don't want to put I guess I could put it there, but it may come back down and fill it. This is the overnight gap for Upstart, above 33. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Thinkorswim. It's going to slow things down a bit, but we'll open that up so we can look at some stuff there. We did earnings, we did the mornings, we did the VIX. Let's go see what SPX has on the first 15-minute candle. Okay, got to go to 15 minutes. See if we got a breakout trying to happen. Okay, our first 15-minute candle really isn't very large. Go to the top of the wick, turn this red, so we'll know that that's what's going on here. Put us another one underneath here. So if we break out, right, the breakout is going outside up or down, and then we trade our credit spreads in whichever direction, and then you're watching your PDT hack. PDT hack. You want to, especially if you're dealing with SPX, you want to lock in one credit spread, then use your PDT hack to lock in the other. That's going to keep you from having to use a day trade, but still lock in your profits from the trade. Okay. I still can't think about what that means. What's the name of overnight gaps? This is Amazon. I think we looked at Amazon yesterday. Amazon is into the resistance zone. This is today. It opened up here. Amazon opened at 156.91, almost 157. Look at how this is zone. Remember I told y'all yesterday on the call that this zone would go as high as this wick right here. Oh, undo. What was that? I don't see an undo button. Okay. I said this would go as high as this right here because that's where the top of that wick went. And what did it do? It jumped right up to the top of this resistance zone and started coming down. This is like, for those who follow TNT, this is like a sell zone, and this is a resistance zone. It hit this spot. Remember, we had our rising wedge we talked about yesterday, and we talked about potentially doing a call credit spread above this resistance zone. No, I don't want that. Okay, doing a call credit spread above that or a put credit spread underneath it. Okay, you got this rising wedge. If anybody knows about rising wedges, it has to do, and at some point it's going to either come out of there, it's going to come out of there going one way or the other. But the price just gets tighter, and then it makes a move. That's Amazon. Let me see, do I have yeah, I do have it open. If there's a Globex, there we go. How come that's not showing up over there? When I'm looking at, there it is, Globex. Those are Globex. That would not somehow I could see a globe. It's like I could see the globe in my mind, but it didn't translate. Thank y'all for your help. Globex gaps. Mm-hmm. Anybody got any trades they're looking at this morning? What are we pondering today? What are we pondering? I figured I'd go look at SOXL again and some of those XLs. I may work with Amazon. I didn't mean to write that there. Trying to. Let me share my screen again. Let's see what kind of money we're talking about with Amazon. Looking at this coming week, if we were to look on the single chart, 155. If we were going up higher, looking at higher than 70%, which we're about time, it's about 1030. 160, 162.5 is an 83% probability out of the money. Amazon falls in the tech status though, so keep that in mind. 160, 162 is paying $25. Remember, I told you if you're going to trade credit spreads, you want to get at least 10% collateral on your 10% return on your collateral. So if this is because this is a 2.5 spread, this is $250, you want to pull in at least $25 in premiums, right? You want to make it worth your time, worth your while, taking at least 10% premiums, right? 160, 162.5. I actually like that one. Let's go look at the chart again, though. Oh, I didn't look to see what was the plus minus number. Plus minus number is plus 3.9. So that says if you added 3.9 to this, you're still less than 160, right? You're still less than 160. If we looked at the chart and we were going to maybe go underneath it, which I don't know if I would just yet. Well, you're trading with the trend, but it did just hit a resistance area. But we always trade what we see. It's what I always tell my community. We trade what we see, not what we hope to see. We trade what we see. That can go there. That can go there. Okay. It is squarely in that resistance zone for the day. Squarely in there. That's Amazon. Not sure if anybody wanted to trade Upstart, but let's look at it on. We talked about using 30 as our support, but see now 30 is 93% probability out of the money. We can probably get a little closer. Plus minus 3. So if we take away 3 and 3.7 from this, we're at 33. 33 here is 79, 80% probability out of the money. That's probably a good place to be between 33 and 33.5. I'm switching to vertical. 33 or 33.5. 33.5 is paying $11. This is a 50-cent spread. 50-cent spread is going to provide us $11. We're only going to leverage $50. Well, I don't like putting only in front of money, but when you're in the overall scheme of trading things, $50 doesn't feel like a lot, right? In the overall scheme, $50 can feel like a lot when you're, buying gas or you're having dinner, because a $50 meal, you can do lunch and eat $50. This is crazy. These prices, the inflation prices is just, anyway, I will not get on that soapbox either, because we just need to, Lord, bless us enough to make sure that the things that we need to do and want to do are not a financial burden. That's what we'll ask the Lord, to give us enough resources, because He's not short on money. We just have to make sure that we can tap into the resources. Just know every time people ask for money and resources, the Lord gave them an idea or something to do. He didn't just rain the money down from heaven. He gave them a creative idea, gave them a business idea, or gave them a field to work. There was always something for you to do to generate the resources. So keep that in mind. Say, well, I want to make money so I can, do this, that, or the other. Well, do you know how to bake? Do you know how to sew? Do you know how to fix cars? Do you know how to do taxes? Do you know how to, right? And you put that thing that you know how to do, you put that to work to generate resources for yourself. All right? That's how that goes. You take what we have and we work it. Take the all of us got a skill. Everybody has a skill of doing something. Not one of us has no skill. All of us has a skill. I didn't mean to jump on that soapbox. It's not really a soapbox. I didn't mean to jump on that topic, but everybody has a skill. So let's put our skills to work for us and generate resources out of those. And don't be figuring, what if I do it and it fails? So what? What if you do it and it work out good? What if I start and it don't work out? So just try again. Other people started businesses. One business, it flopped. They go to another business. It might flop too. And then go to the third business and it might flop too. And then you try again. But all the way along the way, you're learning stuff. You're learning stuff all along the way. So none of it's ever wasted, right? Just because everybody don't come out the box and they do great the first time out. We have to kind of get over that where we have to think, if I come out, it's going to go perfect the first time. Nothing ever goes perfect the first time. That's why a lot of us are in our second marriage because we tried the first time. And the first time we picked wrong, they picked wrong, we did wrong, they did wrong. First marriage over. Second marriage, you come into that one with some new stuff. You're like, I learned some stuff in that first one. I'm going to do a little different. That's what happens. First job you got is probably not the job you're on right now because we did some stuff. And then you learn some lessons and you go to something different. Alrighty? I'm not trying to give nobody a sermon this, but I'm just saying, if you got an idea, go for it. This is the season where we're going for it. Let's just go for it. Go for it. The worst that can happen is it don't work out. And if you lose money, you make more. I mean, money is a resource that can be rejuvenated. Time is a resource you can't rejuvenate, but money, you can rejuvenate money. I don't know if rejuvenate's the right word. You can get more or make more. That's what money is, but time you can't get no more of. But money you can. So if you lose your money, just do stuff to get some more. Right? Don't want it to sound like, it's so easy. Well, it can be. You just, I find that when I need resources, they come. When I don't have a purpose and I'm just floundering around, the resources don't come. But if I need money for something, like I need to do something, and I'm doing something that has a proper idea, I've got a plan or a goal, something, the resources for that will show up. The resources for that will show up. Somebody said SoFi. I saw a message that said SoFi was soaring. Let's go see what soaring actually means. This is SoFi for the day. It did jump up and it's running up. I think SoFi has earnings coming up. Is this earnings? Let's see. SoFi is going to have earnings on the 29th, which is next Monday this time. It has earnings, but SoFi is moving up at this point. It's actually got some support down here. Let's see if we can, if anybody wants to trade SoFi. There's actually some support here, and the bottom of this gap is also going to provide some support. 750. You could go with 750 on SoFi. 7.5. Oh, it's going to pay a whole $2. SoFi does not pay really good with in their premiums, in my opinion. They didn't for trading. They're not the greatest for trading. They may be decent for buying and selling, but not so great for trading. Hey, Sizzling. But 7.58 is going to pay $10, but that's going to put you a little bit closer. Plus or minus 0.6. It's going to put you a little bit closer if you go with that one. Okay. I didn't see anybody put in any trades in the comments. I'm gonna look at XLK real quick. If nobody puts anything over there, then we're gonna move forward. Moving forward. Okay, so 201 is where XLK is. What's it going on with this chart? Nope, not a trend line. I want the finger. Okay. XLK is on its way. That's tech, right? Still going with an upward. We got several gaps here between these two. A put credit spread on XLK might be the move. Let's see what we got as far as, I don't need this many of these. Probability out of the money, 79 would be 198 and 197.5. Oh, this could be a 50-cent spread all the way up here. Let's see, 198 or 197.5. 198, 7.5. There's no real money there. That's 8 cent. Might have to go up one more. 199 plus or minus 3. Plus or minus 3 is going to put us at 198. 198. This is probably a best place to stay, and then change this into 197 if you wanted to go with XLK. 197, 198 is paying $15. That's not bad. 197, 198 put credit spread on XLK. Let me start. XLK 197, 198 put credit spread $15. I didn't type any of the other ones. I probably should have typed up some other ones. Okay. Nobody talked about any trades they got going. All of y'all just sitting here, nobody's trading nothing, huh? Is that what y'all want me to believe? I'm not trading, I'm just watching you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Can you check out CRM? Yes, we can. We sure can. Let's see what CRM has going. I'll share my screen again. This is CRM. They've been on a good upwards ride here for a minute, pulled back just a little bit. Don't know, are they at an all-time high too? Seems like everything is at its high. Did CRM, they had earnings a little while ago. I want to have earnings coming up. Oh, earnings on 3/6, but that's not this week. That's a whole month away. Let's see what we got as far as the chart goes. Well, it seems like we're at an indecision place here today where they're not sure what they want to do with that. Let me see if I can put us some lines on here. Hadn't charted CRM in forever. I want to change these. These are gaps that I'm documenting here now. 276, and actually we gapped up this morning. So if I was looking, I would probably go with a put credit spread because it is going up still. Nope, I want to go to single. 75 is 277 or 83 is 275. I would get in here somewhere. 277. We are plus or minus 7. Let's look at that. Plus or minus 7.8. So if we took away about 8 from this, it would be at 275, which is where we just were. Perfecto. 275, 272.5. That's paying $27, $26. I would go with 272, 272.5. If you're going to do, looks like a put credit spread might be a better move because of what the chart looks like. But we do see that they're at an indecision place. That the buyers and the sellers are kind of agreeing at this point. Notice this candle. This is today's candle, but the small box is showing that we're kind of at a place. You could give it one more day or later today to see if this is a turning point, because it very well could be, right? It very well could be a turning point. It could be turning back around going, yep, I'm going back. I'm going down. It could just say it's going down. And then you could put a call credit spread on top of that if you wanted. Okay. I did 272, 270. Let's see, I did CRM 272.5, 275 PCS. It was paying $26 at the time. Watch for reversal today. Got to just watch it in case it does try to reverse. Okay, crowd. Nope, not what I wanted. Share screen. Oh, guess I got to pick the screen I want to share. Yep, we're looking at crowd. So we'll see what's here. CRWD. A lot of stuff gapped up today. Well, a lot of stuff. The stuff we've looked at gapped up today. I don't know if that's a lot of stuff or just the stuff we looked at. We also have some support down here. I would definitely watch to see what's it doing up here in this zone. Crowd's been just climbing. It would be safer to do a put credit spread, but get underneath a support. Support there's at 275.84. Let's take it to single. Plus minus 10. So if we take 10 away from here, we'd be at 287. Right, 287. I think I said the bottom was 275. So let's look for either 287.5 or 285. 285 will probably be safer. You may be a little more, you may be aggressive like me, but if you're not aggressive, go with 282.5, 285. And that's paying $33. 282.5, 285 on a put credit spread, paying $33. We didn't discuss XOXL, so let's go. I don't think I put a that was 282.5, 285. I think we looked at it. We discussed it yesterday. Let's look here. SOXL is still kind of going up. We got several gaps that are between current price and got some support here. Here we looked at there was some. Come on. The line doesn't want to highlight, so I can move it. Never mind. Just put another one on it. Easy enough. You don't have to act right. We'll just put another one. Again, looking to see. I think SOXL may have had some resistance up here. Didn't we talk about that yesterday? Let me see if I need some more time. Yeah, SOXL has some resistance around the 37 area. It is still on an upwards ride, but you definitely want to know that it's got some resistance from back a bit. Resistance from April of last year. I believe that's April of last year. Yep, because April of this year hadn't come yet. April of 22, actually. But April of 2022 is at 37. So let's go look at you could look at a put credit spread because it's been going up maybe in the 33 area. And you could look at a call credit spread up in the 38. Plus or minus 3. That puts us in both places. You may be able to do an iron condor. I would probably go 38.5. Let's see what we got. We said 33 over here, 33, 32.5. At 33, actually probably should go with 32, but that's going to pay $9 on the bottom side. 12, actually it's 12, 11 or $12 now. And if we were going to go up to 38.5, notice we're doing 50-cent spreads. 50-cent spread means you're leveraging $50. But like if we do the SOXL on both sides, you get $11 on the bottom and $8 on the top. You've got $19 that you got off of one SOXL trade. Iron condors, you do both top and bottom, and you pull in money from both sides. We were looking, I'm going back to SPX, seeing where's our, now we got to go to the 15-minute chart. I don't think we've broken out of it yet. Trying to break out of our trade. Let me see if we can delete that. Why are you there? Turn off. Thank you. Thank you. I don't need that. I'll go with nothing. Oh, why are you not going off? I don't want to make an arrow. I want you to go off. You all see me trying to turn off the brush. Okay, brush. I no longer want you. I gotta figure out how to make it do right. What's this? Okay. See, that won't let me. Oh, yeah. I turned on the brush. How do we turn it off? I just need the cursor. I don't even see how to turn it off. Maybe somebody who's watching can see my issues and can assist. I'm trying to turn off this brush. So when I click on the screen, it won't do it. I need to move you though. Maybe if I go click something else, it will go off. Oh, there we go. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. It's trying to come out of the 15-minute zone now. It's not coming out hard and fast. So you want to watch and see how this plays itself through. Okay. Watching SPX. E2T membership, morning calls, weekly training calls, and the monthly training calls is part of the membership. If you want to hang out with us all the time, we trade together. We have a Telegram group where we hang out and we do trades and stuff in there together. That's what we got going there. We're going left this year, 1 to 2 strategies. I keep reminding you because I want you all to lean in on this 1 to 2 strategies. Educate yourself, focus on your fundamentals, and trade with a plan. Trade with a plan. Okay, let's go to our daily declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My account is growing more and more each week. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it is you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war with the purpose of establishing your kingdom. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically in order to fulfill this purpose. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. Okay, I'm removing this from the screen and it's just going to be me. All right. So we've got our trading ideas and our marching orders. We definitely need to trade strategically, right? Not trading is a plan. Distracted trading, we don't do that. Watching is a strategy. Waiting, patience is the hardest thing probably in all of this is being patient. All right. So we're going to work with patience because patience pays. We're going to wait for good setups because that'll be the best way we're going to make the most out of our money. And we're going to trade where we're focused. Focus for the minute you need to put yourself together and then go from there, right? Okay. We do two things in this community. Boom, pa-poom, pa-boom, boom, boom. That is, we stay green and we get this money. All righty, everybody. Have a really good day. I will see you in the market. All right. Goodbye, everyone.